Goddamn. Geelong next to TheDon.
Except my STEEZ. Yes, Lord. Know what the fuck going on. Reverse the order. Cause it's around 12, man. No, I'm talking about fuck 12 though.
Man, please subscribe if you ain't subscribed already, man. Need that. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that. We welcome that. Don't mind.
For sure. Well, you know how we started, man. Major takeaways, what you got, man?
Right off the bat, I gotta think of something.
Other than West Coast being as usual, that could be the fucking shit every week. I'm gonna have to go with the broken Melbourne, bruh. The broken Melbourne might be my takeaway of the week, man. Freo might have broke them boys week 11, bruh, and Sydney got on their ass, man. They having fights, all-field boozy bar fights, if you don't mind. And I just don't know what's going on with them boys. I'm excited to get to talk about that game, man. But yeah, that's my major takeaway.
Yes, I guess I'll build off yours, bro. As far as the major takeaways, bro. More so the top four, bro. Is still kind of, I'm not really quite sure about what's going on there, bro. I had my doubts about Sydney, but this week they definitely solidified or removed any doubt that I had from them, bro. Showing that they're top caliber team that they can beat, man. And you just really never know, bro. Melbourne obviously shaky at the moment, like you said, so it's just interesting, bro. Very interested to see for the second half of the season, bro, how that shit gonna look, bro, down the stretch, and how the ladder's gonna pan out.
All right, man. So getting into these games, man. Short week, 6 games. All pretty interesting games, if I do say so myself. The first game we got Western Bulldogs versus Geelong, man. Go, you want me to go?
I go. To start the game, Geelong has been down, a couple players down back, bro, so it was interesting to see how that was going to pan out, bro, just knowing that they got a strong defense, but testing the depth pretty much the last couple of weeks. Jack Henry was out, college as he had. And actually lost another defender this game due to concussion, Tom Stewart, actually most important defender I always think. But to start the game, Geelong really came out and started whooping their ass first quarter, bro. 7 goals to 1. Really had 6 straight. The lead at one point during this game spread to 40. And it really kind of looked like it was getting bad, but the Dogs kind of worked their way back into the game second and third quarter, bro. With better ball movement. The Dogs and accuracy really fucked them up, bro, this game. They started playing a little bit more physical. At first, they were getting punked out, bro. The Geelong was really bully balling them boys, and you don't really think of the Dogs really too much, getting the body put to them and them not really responding, bro. And I just think this game, bro, they had a lot of misplacements, bad positioning, bro, lack of pressure at times, like especially in the first quarter. I think that's where the game definitely had got away from them. But yeah, bro, they were able to work their way back into the game, even to cut the deficit down. It's pretty low margin, bro, but that boy Jeremy Cameron a problem, bro, and I think he scored 3 of his 4 goals in the fourth quarter, bro. So that boy's turning up.
This was an exciting game to watch, man. Geelong really had control of it most of the game, but the Bulldogs definitely kept it interesting. Libba played one of his best games I've seen, bro. You know the bro, we're fucking on Simpson tattoo right here, boy. But it was also a pretty fiery game, man. A lot of physical, a lot of rip jumpers. Then we got the Bailey Smith headbutt, bro. He's out for 2 weeks off that, man. His vacation gonna be a little longer than usual. But it was a good game for sure. I would like to point out that Cody Waitman, you remember when he bragged about him drawing highs was a fucking skill. Yeah, that boy only had like called 2 or 4 highs, I think, since then, bro. I think before that he had like 25 type shit this season.
Somebody sent it to the umpire group chat, bro.
Yeah, man. That shit funny as fuck, man. And that's why you don't be talking. Especially no shit like that, bro. Like, umpires control too much of the game for that, especially this year, bro. Umpires been power tripping this year. But yeah, other than that, this was a good game, man. The Dogs are slipping, bro. I don't know if they're gonna be at 18 anymore, man. Alright.
Nigga said shit.
Alright, next game we had Adelaide Crows versus West Coast Eagles, man. West Coast all day, every day, unfortunately.
Adelaide snapped their 5-game loser streak, bro. Both games were struggling coming into this week. Somebody had to find some type of form this game, bro. And really, it was Tex, bro. Well, not just Tex, but that boy had instrumental moments as far as them winning this game. The boy had 3 goals, along with McAdam and Fogarty. Both had 3 goals. Well, all 3 of them had 3 goals. Tex had 10 scoring involvements, 22 disposals, but still for that boy, you already know. But Adelaide, they won the inside 50 count, bro. They won the contested possessions. They hit out the marks inside 50, so they won a lot of the key categories. They really just worked their way through it. West Coast just looked like at times, especially in the midfield, are really in transition, bro. Them boys was not running, and it's just been a trademark for them boys. I think this season, just little effort, and really not quick enough, bro, to the ball, or really getting beat to the punch, bro, most of the time. They did have a little try to cut the deficit, bro, and they did cut the deficit late. I think in the third quarter, going into the fourth as well, but it was just too far, bro. And that fourth quarter, they actually did outwork them 19 inside 50 to 6. But at the end of the day, they both scored the same amount of goals in the fourth quarter with 3. So they're just not getting enough purchase, bro. So West Coast got a long way to go, man.
West Coast games is getting real hard to watch, man. Like it's just disappointing. There's just barely any improvement at all, man. First I was saying, well, at least we scoring more goals. We barely doing that, bro. And Adelaide ain't even that good of a team to be beating us like everybody else has been beating us, bro. This was definitely a game that we should have been able to figure out some type of form, bro. We had a tough past few games, but this game was really no excuse. We still ash, bro. The percentage doesn't lie. My goddamn, our record don't lie, bro. We fucking shit stained, bro. We're not fucking running. We're not trying. Old players not effective like Simo, I guess, wants them to be, bro. And the whole and nobody wants to get rid of Simo, bro. I mean, he's locked in his contract. Shit's just disappointing, bro. West Coast, it's gonna be a tough next few years, bro. I hope these winning spoon picks we about to get is gonna be worth it. But shit looking pretty fucking ass, man. Pretty fucking ass. Next game, we got Gold Coast versus North.
Really crazy to see North get the ass whoop treatment, bro, that North's been getting from everybody else. When we were just pairing Gold Coast in that same conversation last year, bro. Gold Coast seemed to turn a new leaf, bro. The Coast, they actually gave me a right tip this week, so shout out to the Coast. Still fuck y'all, bro. But it was 2 Miller's 150th game, bro, and he definitely had a performance like he wanted it, bro. One of the best on ground, I would say. He lifted his team up, bro. Definitely when the team needed it. He had 33 disposals, career high 13 clearances, and 8 tackles. Gold Coast has 4 wins in 5 matches, bro, so they're definitely working on momentum, bro, heading into the second half of the season. I don't really know what stretch of run they have coming back, but they've been turning up, bro. They were down 17 at quarter time and were able to turn this game around, bro. I think the small forwards really been putting in work, bro. We've been talking about how the small forwards really haven't been given much earlier in the season compared to, when just Casbolt and Cho have been carrying the forward load, bro. So shout out to them boys. They really held it down this game. Rosa, Jeffrey, who's really been turning up the last couple games. Brian Rankin, who found some form the last couple weeks too. So shout out to them boys, man. They had a club record 81 inside 50s, bro. And it was 81 to 36. Plus 45, obviously. It could have been worse, bro. It really could have been a smoke. The Suns dominated second quarter, bro. 29 of those inside 50s came from that quarter, bro. 7 goals, 7 behind. And that's where they left the points on the board there, specifically in that quarter. It was just an ass whoop, collective ass whoop the whole game, bro. Jason Horton-Francis had a nice little moment with Todd Goldstein showing what a number 1 draft pick can do and what he can potentially show us going forward maybe on a consistent basis. And Lockie Wheeler, torn ACL. Non-contact injury, bro. Looked unfortunate, so he'll probably definitely be out for the rest of the year and a portion of next year. So best wishes to him.
This was really just an ass whoop, bro, and I'm surprised it wasn't more the way Gold Coast was playing, bro. Their midfield was nice, always getting the inside 50 stat really tells it all, man. 2 Miller definitely showed out this game, man. 150th game, man. Definitely a milestone in this sport for sure. Especially leading a team like Gold Coast your whole career, bro. Shit gotta be tough. They play hard, man. The skill might not be there, but the effort is for sure. Next game we got Melbourne versus Sydney Swans.
Sydney, bro. They proved me something this game, bro. They proved to me that they can play with the best, bro. They looked very shaky when they're at their worst. But at their best, and they showed it this game, bro. They handled Melbourne, bro. They fought against adversity. They were down, I think, 5 goals to 1 in the first quarter, bro. So shit wasn't looking good for them, bro. Melbourne was getting going. But really, ultimately in this game, bro, Melbourne really didn't have much going forward, bro, in the forward lines at all, except for Max Gone, bro. He really had a best on ground type game, bro. And he was the only one in the forward line that really could do anything and get some goals going. And really, if you're relying on that, you're 6'10" ruckman, bro, then I don't really. You just won the premiership, bro.
They kicked 3 goals.
3 goals, bro, and they were in crazy fashion, bro. So it's crazy, bro. Luke Jackson kind of seemed like he disappeared the last couple weeks, bro. So I don't know if they feel like they need him more forward rather than in ruck, bro, or in a ruck. I really don't know how they're trying to balance that out, bro. So I think they need to figure it out. And really, like whether it was decision making or whether it was just no leads, bro. There was no inside 50 target, bro, for Melbourne to really get going. And Sydney upped the pressure, bro. They really brought it to him, bro. Callum Mills, Luke Parker really turned up in the midfield, bro. Got the team going. Got the wheels churning a little bit, spinning a little bit, and they really did that behind dominant pressure, bro. They turned it up. Center clearance, they were turning up, bro. Melbourne really couldn't score from the turnovers this game. I think they only scored 5 points, bro, from turnover. And the Swans scored 50 plus. So that's a big ass difference right there. Contested possession, Sydney really was just beating them boys up, which is Clayton Oliver's niche, but not this game, bro. Compared to as far as the team perspective. Tom McCartan, you seen Kazi get chased down, bro. That was really symbolizing the whole pressure of the game, bro. Kazi be getting away from those, but that boy got hawked down by a big man. So, Logan McDonald turned up, Sam Reed turned up. They did this without Buddy, bro. They played well without him. Jake Lever looked ass. Stephen May, he was out this game, obviously, still with the concussion. So the boys look shaky down there. There's a lot of mistakes. Sydney whooped their ass in the contested possession, bro.
Freo bitch ass might have broke Melbourne, man. I do blame it a lot on Melbourne's style of play. We were saying they don't be putting teams away, be fucking them up, and I think that is definitely catching up with them. I think through all the season, especially footy season, bro, you gonna watch and learn from the best teams, and Melbourne has just been clear cut. That's the team that people are game planning for. So it was only a matter of time until somebody broke the code, and the teams in the 4, the teams in the 8 at least. The top 4 teams, I think they'll be able to, break down Melbourne's game plan. I don't think they're a threat for falling out finals by any means at all, but I do think they're going to start having some tough games against tougher teams since people have kind of figured out their little game plan. And then on top of that, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors at Melbourne, but Stephen May over there punching on goddamn notion. Hell yeah. So whenever a team is doing that behind closed doors, man, and not fighting with each other, fighting each other, that's never a good sign for the chemistry of the team. So that could definitely have something to do with that. These last few games, so these 2 games they lost, they haven't even been high-scoring games for Melbourne at all. So I'm definitely curious of them little boys going forward. They might not just be the for sure finals winner, premiership winners and shit anymore, bro. And shit, that's good for footy, man. So I'm all for that.
Tommy McDonald's out for season, bro. Ben Brown hasn't been looking the same. Bailey Fritchers is that contested guy like that. So
yeah,
you got questions there? We ask him, man.
All right, man. Moving on to the next game, we got Hawks versus Collingwood. Talk about this one, man.
I was kind of excited for this one, bro. Just knowing how both teams play, bro. They both really are attacking teams, bro. Definitely, both teams like to just take the daring kick through the corridor, and you see a lot of explosive plays, a lot of breakaway plays from both teams. So I was definitely excited for that. First half kind of was disappointing though. It was sloppy, bro. Poor decision making, and it left a lot to be desired, bro. But really in the second half, it became more of an arm wrestle. I like to think, really the first half, Collingwood was more dominant. It was dry weather conditions. You think so too? And at halftime, it started raining, bro. So it definitely became a different type of game that favored the Hawks. I think just really the way that they came out in the second half. Really in the beginning, though, the Hawks looked like they were overusing the footy, bro. They were trying to overhand ball, really kind of like they were afraid to kick the ball. And Collingwood took advantage of that. I think that the ball was moving pretty freely, bro, in Collingwood's end. But really in the second half, it got to go in the Hawks' way in the same manner. It became an entertaining game, more so than the first half. The Hawks really scored instantly in the third quarter, bro, and I think that it really led to a chain of goals for them boys in the third quarter. I think Mason Lewis turned up, and the Hawks won the clearance by 2, but they ended up losing the game, bro. Inside 50s, really they lost them shits by 25. So Collingwood really just was able to finish out the game the way that they needed to behind the young talent, bro. Dacos played good. The goalie's not the youngest, but he definitely had an impact on the game. I think the running support was there for Collingwood. They really were turning up. But I can't really take away too much from the Hawks, bro. They were turning up as well. I think Mitchell Lewis, I think he had 4 goals, bro. CJ had his first AFL goal. It was kind of beautiful outside 50.
But I had to wait for the score.
Yeah, he did. But I enjoyed this game, man.
This was an interesting game, man. It was kind of boring at first, but it definitely picked up once second half. I don't know, rainy condition games are always a little more interesting because you see it's just a lot more clumsy, but you can see real talent really shine, when people are I kind of forced out their normal element. Darcy Cameron definitely had a great fucking game in the back, bro. I was expecting something from Ginnivan, but he really was locked up.
He was playing for them damn free kicks too, bro. Remember he threw the ball out and shit?
Yeah. Some of them I think he should have got, but
he could have. He could have.
I'm saying fucking with the blind boys no more.
Ollie Henry, he had key marks, bro. He had his moments. I ain't gonna call him David Teague. I think Junior no more. I think I retired that. I think he earned that. He earned his name, bro.
Well, most I remember from this game is the chat. I don't know I can't remember who it was in the chat, bro, that was hyping up the Magpies, bro. And I just wanted the Hawks to win this shit, even though I took the Pies, man. Somebody was talking hella shit, bro. And the last game of the round, we got bitch ass Freo versus Brisbane Lions.
Tip Freo to win this game, and I'm actually tipped them right, bro. Brisbane really lost this game. It was a battle of Freo's defense versus Brisbane's offense. And with that being said, I think Brisbane's defense failed to show up a lot during this game. But Freo really brought enough offense to really put pressure on Brisbane's defense, which has been very susceptible to giving up goals. And I think that's definitely what happened here. To start the game, Brisbane brought out enormous pressure. Tried to put them boys to the sword. They really turned up, bro. They were winning the ball convincingly. At times, it was kind of looking like Freo was shaky. Didn't know if they were going to show up like the last couple of weeks that they were losing games. Most of the second quarter, they really grabbed the momentum, bro. They had a 3-goal run. And a lot of the players that you wouldn't expect, bro. Bailey Banfield, I think he had 4 goals this game, bro. With Matt Tappiner being out, the forward line was a lot up for grabs. But we know Rory Lobb was about to bring what he brought, and he had 3 goals as well. But you didn't know where his supporting cast would come from, bro. Frederick, bro, that boy was looking crazy as fuck out there, bro. So the forwards came up to show up, bro. The midfield showed up between Sarong and Will Brody looking great. I think the third quarter they had a big ass run, I think, where they dominating the boys out the center behind Will Brody, Brayshaw, Sarong, David Mundy. The midfield showed up, bro. And Brisbane, bro, the boys down back, bro. Harris Andrews don't look like he was. Marcus Adams, he was looking good early in the season. He ain't looking like he was supposed to, bro. Darcy Gardner got hurt with that rib injury, so I don't really know where Brisbane's lies right now, bro. Granted, we all know Freo's a good team. Hate to say it to you, bro. We all know them boys good, bro, offensively and defensively. And they showed that they could play with the best of them, bro. They beat Brisbane, they beat Melbourne, bro. The top 2 on the ladder at the time. So, and back-to-back week, Freo might be that real deal. They are the real deal. Ain't no might be. And we got a rematch against them boys, and I hope we can goddamn beat them boys' ass next time we play, man. In a couple weeks.
It's crazy I can't even deny Freo talent right now, man. Them boys is definitely out there, man. Even Nate Fife turning up in the waffle, man.
He'll be back soon, too, ain't it?
Yeah. Brisbane, they got Hipwood back this game. He was decent. He definitely wasn't a factor like you would think, bro. Definitely need Danaher back for. I just hate Freo. It's good, bro.
Hipwood had a goal that kind of broke Freo momentum. I think Danaher should be back next week. This week coming up.
Yeah. Brisbane held on to the halftime there. Freo, goddamn, just really. They got younger legs, I guess, man. Even though they got Mundy, the oldest player in footy right now, still fucking jotting them around. Whatever the fuck.
I give flowers to Zach Bailey and Lockie Neal. They had good games too. I think Zach Bailey had 3 of his 4th quarter.
What you looking forward to most next week, man?
Carlton playing because we didn't play this past week. To keep it honest. But it's always gonna be something Carlton related. I ain't gonna cap. But I guess for the first time, without being prepared, I'll go ahead and say I'm looking forward to Carlton. I hope we can run up the percentage on Essendon. It's next week coming up. We already played North, bro. Didn't run this percentage up on them like I wanted to, and we lost games. I think we get against teams that we should have beat. So forfeiting percentage opportunities, bro. I think we need to get right on that. Started with Essendon this next week. No, we should whoop their ass. I know it's a rival game, but I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, bro. Lost to Collingwood.
Carlton-Essendon game probably is going to be one of the better games this round with the rivalry, bro. I was looking at y'all just like crowd attendance. Y'all, Richmond, Essendon, Collingwood, top 4, bro. I think like by far type shit.
Damn.
But I'm also looking forward to what Melbourne's going to do this week, bro. They got Collingwood. Collingwood is in decent form, bro. They're not a Freo. They're not a goddamn Sydney Swans. So I'm real curious to see what Melbourne's gonna do against the Pies, man. The Pies been looking decent. Pies are in the 8. This is gonna be interesting, man. I think that's the game I'm really trying to look and peep and see what's going on. But yeah, man, that's it, man.
It's all 6 games, man. Next week, going into a bye week again. So expect a shorter recap next week as well, man. But let us know what you think in the comments, man. Major takeaways. If we missed anything that you thought was important this week, let us know in the comments, man.
Round 13, tips and prediction, man. How you looking in the comments? Start, man.
Man, not really, man. I think I got 5 out of 6 last week, though, man. So I ain't too mad, bro.
I'm just chilling in that bitch, man. Just chilling. Yeah, we can go ahead and get into these games, though, man. First game, we got Richmond versus Port at the MCG, man. Just thinking.
I think this is a possibility for Port to win this game, bro. Tom Lynch is out, so got my concerns there. That means Lear's gonna have a little easier job, bro. I'm not sure who he'll be matched up with, or he'll be spare out the back out here, just kind of free roaming. So if he's free roaming, he definitely has that advantage of disrupting what Richmond's trying to do. But I think I'll take Richmond this game, bro. They're getting Balta back, and he's been playing good up for it. So it might be that matchup, might not be, because they just moved him up there. But I'll take Richmond in this game by about 12. I know there's not too many injuries really for either side, so should be a good one. Should be a nice one.
Yeah, I think I agree. I got Richmond winning this by 11. I just think Richmond's a better team. They are missing Tom Lynch, but I'm comfortable with Dusty and Rewald just being in the forward, bro. I think there's enough talent. I think Sean Bolton. It's always the same niggas every time, bro. Richmond, I think, is just a more aggressive team than Port, and yeah, Port just be struggling against teams I don't think they should struggle against. They did go on a nice little win streak, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for a team that hands out as much pressure as Richmond does. Next game, we got Essendon versus Carlton at the MCG.
Of course, I'm going them Carlton boys. Who the fuck do I look like to be tipping Essendon over us? We about to beat the shit out of them boys. I think there's actually Harry who's probably supposed to come back this week, which is very surprising. Weeks ahead of schedule, so I'm definitely happy with that. Marchbank supposed to be back. I think he's playing the AFL game, so be very interesting. Very interesting. A couple new players back. A couple players come back from injury. So I am very intrigued, especially with the chance to run up the percentage on these boys, which we need because ours is looking pretty slim pickings compared to the rest of the teams in the 8, and we're towards the bottom of the 8. So we gotta get a win here and also get a percentage boost while doing it. So Carlton, I say we'll win this game by 28 and be happy with smiles on my face the whole time. At least go, yes Lord.
Yeah, all right, so with this game, I know the rivalries can always go either way, bro, but I do think the skill gap is a little too much. I got Carlton winning this by 22. Carlton's midfield was just crazy, bro. Essendon been looking lazy some games, bro. They just haven't been consistent at all this year. And Carlton been looking kind of iffy too these last few weeks, bro. I definitely see them dropping on the ladder a little bit, but Essendon are not them guys, bro. So I got Carlton winning this by 22, man.
Let's also add that this is Side's game against Essendon again. Last game he turned up, bro. Essendon talking all that shit, saying Nick Hine this, Nick Hine that. What the fuck he doing? Is he even getting time over there? I don't think so. But guess what Side doing over here? Looking better than he was last year. So shut y'all ass up, Essendon fans. We doing the goddamn thing. Yes, Lord. Anyways.
Sure. Next game we got Freo versus Hawthorn at the stadium.
This is funny because if it rains, then the Hawks are definitely winning because they played great with the rain last week, and Freo sucks against the rain. But anyways, realistically, bro, I think Freo got this game. You know how I'm realistically high on the Hawks. I don't think they'll beat Freo, bro. Freo beat the best of the best. Freo, I don't know if you can really ask a lot like last week as far as Bailey Banfield and Frederick to give you all them craft work from the forward to score like that, but you also got Lockie Schultz and other players that can cover that too. You got mids who can score, so I think Freo just be too much for them boys. I tip Freo by 25 points this game.
I'm actually gonna go with an upset this game, man.
no surprise there.
I guess not. 1, fuck Freo. For 2, bro, I think Freo is gonna be a little gassed out, bro. They just played 2 of the toughest teams back to back. And those are games you sit down, you mentally prepare for, like, yeah, we gotta beat these niggas, bro. They number 1 and 2 on the ladder, bro. Let's lock in and get this shit right, bro. Hawthorn, on the other hand, sitting at 13, man. I feel like they're not gonna be mentally all the way there. I think they're gonna just chill a little bit. And I'm always just going out on a limb, bro. I think Hawthorn is gonna upset these boys. Hawthorn definitely has the talent, bro. They can put up a fight against tougher teams, top teams, and fuck Freo, as usual.
I'll tell you what, I think it'd be interesting because Hawks got Ned Reeves back in the ruck because they were struggling, and they got him back and he looked good.
Next game. Next game, we got Brisbane Lions versus St Kilda at the Gabba, man. What you think?
I think Brisbane is the favorite here, but I don't think I'm going to go Brisbane this game, bro. I think I'm actually going to take the Saints this game. The ruck combo crazy, bro. I say it every week. No, Brisbane's supposed to get Dan Hurt back, bro. But Ford isn't the problem, bro. They're already the highest scoring team in the AFL, bro. So that's not the issue, bro. The issue is the defense, bro. And Saints, when they get rolling, they can look good. They can look good, bro. Between Gresham and Higgins can score, bro. You got players, bro. Max King, he might dominate this game. I ain't gonna cap, bro. So if the Saints can score, bro. If they can put enough goals on the board, bro, I think they can win this game, bro. And I'm gonna bank on that. I'm gonna take the Saints, win this game by 11 points.
This one was the hardest game for me to tip, man. I'm gonna go Brisbane because they're at home, bro. I think the Brisbane crowd will be a little lit, man. Gotta be nice. They be having their own little songs when they score goals, man. I think they gonna be comfortable. I know this isn't the best reason, man, but it's really all I got to go off of because I feel like St Kilda can definitely whoop these boys' ass, man. Really gonna lean on the home court, man. Past few times they played, it's been either way, bro. Last time they played, Saints won. Round 17 last year. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna go Brisbane, man. I'm gonna go Brisbane by 3 points because I ain't confident at all. Next game, bro. Next game, we got North versus GWS at Marvel Stadium.
GWS 27.
That's it?
Do I gotta say shit else?
Hell no.
No, GWS been playing good under their new coach, bro. I think they got 2. I don't think they got quite 3 because they had a bye week. But I think they got 2 games under the belt. They look good, look convincing, bro. Himmelberg's one of the more accurate forwards, bro. And they just been playing with a different type of tenacity, bro. Different type of pressure. So, but back then, bro, North ain't showed me shit, bro. They're playing terrible, bro. They're not looking good, bro, at all, bro. So, nah, bro. I'm being generous with my spread, too.
Yeah, man. I'm going to go GWS by 30. GWS is about to come off their bye week. North is on a major L streak, man. I don't see that changing.
Jason Horn French is liking trade offers and shit from himself.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. This North is falling apart, bro. And GWS falling apart too, but North shit a little more. Hell no.
One pick just got there, boy. Ain't even. Just finished half a season.
Yeah, man. Last game of the round, man. Last game of the round, we got the Magpies versus Melbourne Demons at the MCG, man. Not too confident with Melbourne.
Me either, man. I think I'm actually about to go with them bitch ass Pies, man.
Ooh,
them bitch ass Pies, bro. Them bitches looking good, bro. The only thing I'm worried about is they lost Jamie Elliott with the injury. Not with the injury, but I think he was withdrawn with the sickness, the illness. So I don't know if he'll play this game. But Melbourne looks shaky, bro. They just looking real shaky, bro. They look like they know all the shortcuts to win, bro. And it seems like now the shortcuts really ain't working, bro. Collingwood's a hard-working team, bro. I don't know if Melbourne's forward line, bro, is really about to hold it down. I seen us struggle, bro. We struggled against Collingwood, bro, with just Charlie, bro. They don't have a Charlie Colonel over there. So that kind of worries me, but also, and I think we have a good midfield, bro. I don't think our delivery inside 50 is the best. If their kicks aren't good enough, I think they will lose this game. That's the call I'll make, bro. And I think Collingwood, I'm going to bank on that. I think Collingwood will win this game, bro. Darcy Cameron been holding down the ruck and all that, bro. So, not really too much worried about Grundy's influence on the game being lost. So, I'm going to take Collingwood, bro. They showed me enough these last couple of weeks, bro. I'm going to take them with 9 points. Fuck it.
I'm not that down on Melbourne yet, man. It's
just a Collingwood thing, bro.
It's been quite some years since Melbourne's lost 2 in a row, and I don't see them losing 3 in a row, man. They definitely want to work out their kinks and come back strong, man. Collingwood isn't the best team. They're definitely not the worst at all, bro. They definitely have the ability to win, but as long as Melbourne gets on the same page, I think they'll be all right, though. So I'm gonna go Melbourne on 15, bro. I don't think it's gonna be too much of a convincing win, but I do think Melbourne needs this win to just get their head back right, man, for this bye week.
You want a funny stat?
So
Collingwood is one of 2 teams to have a positive record against teams in 8. I can always agree with that statement right there, bro.
Go ahead, wrap this video on up, man. Goddamn. And like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube shit, man. If you want to fuck with us tougher, man, we got the Patreon, man. It's like $2 for the cheapest subscription, man. All the money go back into the channel, upgrading equipment, going to the Growth Time Pirates, man. Training gear, all types of shit, man. Traveling, all types of shit, man. So definitely, man, fuck with us, man. We fuck with y'all. Until next time, man.
It's live.